How's it going, guys? It's Akuda here. Welcome back to the second part of my Let's Play. I've made a lot of progress since the last time, and right now I'm down in the diamond farm searching for diamonds, and what I do is I usually build a 4x4, being 4 wide, 4 tall, and then however long back, tunnel all the way down. Then every 2 blocks I'll start digging a tunnel, and what I use is I use an iron pickaxe, and once an iron pickaxe breaks, I'll move on to a next tunnel with an iron pickaxe, and once I got the desired amount of tunnels I already have, I'll go back with a second pickaxe down the same tunnel, or if I hit lava, I'll just block it off, because I do not have time for that. So, I think I'm just going to turn around and show you what I've been doing, and I'm just going to dig a little bit further, maybe get lucky. Yeah, forget it. So this is what I've done. So as you can see, it's a pretty long tunnel, and I know there's a piece there, but as you can see, a 4x4 room, 4x3, my apologies, and yeah, that noise is creepy as shit, and it comes with this texture pack, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But that's what I did with the stairs. Everything's really symmetrical, which was very nice. I really didn't have to do it that way, but one, I always build my staircases down in a spiral because sooner or later I want to go cut off some vine and I'm going to make a hole at the top. And I'm going to build a safety drop so I can just fall down and land there. I also expanded my tree farm just a tad bit more. And by the end of this episode I'm probably going to raise it up some more too and make it better. But right now I really want some wood. I'm trying to do a little bit of math to see where I want to put this thing, but I'll be coming back to that. My plans are, this whole base here is a completely temporary place. It'll be nothing more than a mine shaft with a bed in it, pretty much. And that desert behind you, I'm probably going to build a very nice house back there for survival. Something very nice, have farms on it, sheep, pigs, cows, you know, the works. But you gotta get that far. But like I said, this is a tunnel. Everything is symmetrical all the way down each side. And, I'm running out of food, so I'm probably gonna have to go hunt later on. But my plans are, I'm gonna hook this hallway up with a hopper system, and so that way I can throw stuff in. What I do, I know how to make an automatic sorting machine, but I'm not one of the persons who will sort every item, but I do want to sort the material you can mine, so that's put into a chest, and then everything else can be dropped down and just put into a regular chest at a whim, and then you'd have to hunt through that to find items, but that's okay with me. I like to know where my cobblestone is, my dirt, sand, you know, ore. It's very helpful, and I want to go down here and finish off this tunnel and see if I can't find any diamond. And I think I only have 10 pieces of bread in that to be meat, so that's something to... You always got to be cautious about your food supply. And good thing about a tree farm is apples will constantly fall. It is rare, but I think it's 1 in every 10 trees. So, by the way, I never noticed how much diamond you could... I mean, not diamond, iron you could find at level 12. I thought that was more around level 30, but I've found so much iron in this farm already digging down. And another good reason to build a spiral staircase down versus a straight line is if you want to stay inside your spawn chunks, that's good too. So if I do make an automatic sorting machine, nothing will break, which I don't know if it would break anyway, being outside of spawn. I guess it just, what method you use, your redstone, but I usually just use hoppers. I'm not a big... I've seen water sorting systems, but I have no clue how to do them. So, yeah, hopper it is, and that is a lot of materials that I have to get. Speaking of gravel, this is why you carry a shovel, and this is why I'm not prepared. But, so, that wasn't too bad. But as you can see, my pickaxe is almost broken. And when this pickaxe breaks, I will be moving on to a different pickaxe and a different tunnel all the way down, and then I'll just expand it. But my plan is for this one of these systems, and I think it's level 40 and below, or when slime's confined, I'm going to have a tram system running back up from here to a slime farm that I'm going to make later, which I'll make with you guys. It's very good design, and it looks very cool. But I'm just going to get this iron. My whole plan for my survival series is to have everything automated as much as possible. Oh, diamond! Holy shit. And sorry, just excited. And of course. Well, I got one. One and done is what I always say. But so everything automated as much as possible. And if you didn't know this, if you play on console, you can actually make a fully automatic farming system, being wheat, carrots, and potatoes. You can villagers now, farming villagers will actually pick up fully grown plants, take the seeds and replant them. So what you do is you have a villager stand on a plot of fenced land where you have one of those 3 items planted, and once one's grown, he'll drop the seed, and you have a mine cart with a hopper in it running around underneath, and it'll collect all the drops, and you can put it into a chest. And then if you really wanted to, you could I don't think you have to actually separate the seeds from the wheat. I think he'll pick back up the seeds and replant. But I might be mistaken about that. We'll see. But I'm gonna go mine this. I want to cut here. Be back with the rest of the video. Welcome back, guys. As you can see, I have gotten 7 diamonds from that gaggle of diamonds. And if you didn't know, this redstone's also, it's easiest to find redstone on height level 12 as well. And biggest part of redstoning is redstone, so it's very important. And so right now I'm going to go back up, and I think I'm going to start fencing off the area around my place. I'm going to make a border. I'm going to be the border patrol of Fort Akuta. But so this chest's filling up quite a lot. I also have 3 chickens in there, thank goodness. But let me go and take some iron, make some more picks, some swords, a shovel. Yeah, I'm gonna take a shovel. As you can see, mining without a shovel, look where that leads. In fact, you're never gonna see me in this game again without a shovel. That might be a lie, but that's okay. And I fucked up. Alright, here we go. Well, oh man, we gotta make something. I don't know the recipe. Oh, there it is. Alright, so I have enough. Oh yeah, I have plenty. I should have enough. I'll have, I think, yeah, 6 stacks. I haven't done anything with the chicken farm yet, and being that I only have 4 eggs, that might have to wait a while, because I think you have like a 1 in 20 chance of hatching an egg. I'm making these statistics up completely in my head, so I'm probably wrong, but you don't have that good of a chance to spawn an egg from a chicken from an egg. But I did hear it's very rare, but you can get 4 chickens from 1 egg, and that would help. And I need this to go pretty far, and I don't know how I'm going to do this without looking completely retarded, because I'm not going to spend time digging everything out right now. But enough about Minecraft. Let me tell you something. I have this neighbor across the street, and I've never met him. He could be a lovely person, but he's been there for about less than a month, put it that way, less than 30 days, and I've never called the cops on the guy, but he has had the cops at his house 3 times. And yesterday, man, I wake up, I work 2nd shift, so I wake up to just him playing this stupidly ass loud music. And I walk outside, he has like 10 speakers in his trunk. I mean, it's not even a nice car, but he has a very nice sound system, I'll give him that. But newborn child who likes to sleep. Her mom and I like to sleep, and this dude's just blaring this shit. I was about to go on and tell him to, shut the fuck up in a very polite way. Like, hey, excuse me, sir, could you kindly shut the fuck up? I don't know, but so as soon as I walk out the door, the music stops. So that avoided confrontation, which is good, I guess. You don't want to burn bridges with anybody. Make as many friends as possible, because you can be that asshole who, doesn't get along with anybody, but in the end, that's what you are. You're an asshole who doesn't get along with anybody. Isolated, alone, loner, nothing wrong with being alone and a loner. I like silence as much as the next guy, but in the end, human contact is always fun. It's always good. It's always a good time. Highly recommend it. So, later that day, he comes up knocking on my door, and I've never talked to this guy like face to face, but he's really short, has like tons of piercings all over his face. Fine with that too, to each their own. And he comes up and he's like, "Oh, dude, man, I blew a fuse in my car." He had so much power, or I think he just had the wrong fuse, actually. I'm an electrician. That's right, a generator mechanic, which is pretty much an electrician, because all it is wires around the generator and a motor. I pretty much take a multimeter, which regulates ohms, reads ohms voltage, all that jazz, and pretty much electrician. And he blew a fuse, so he was coming to my house to ask for jumper cables, if that makes sense, which it shouldn't. That makes no sense, to see if he could jump to fuse. I don't know. I told him it wouldn't work. He really tried to convince me, and I finally convinced him, man, that will not work. It's impossible. You're not going to fix fuse with jumper cables. And so he was like, alright, cool, thanks. And so today, he comes over, today, and asks for a black belt. And, whatever, sure. But I only have one black belt. I work in the military, and I'm probably going to get some ridicule for this. But I had an old dress blue belt, and all it is black nylon with a, not even gold-plated, gold-painted plaque on it. Just goes around, snaps in, shoot. Yeah. I've been in the military since I was 18. I'm now 21, almost 22. And I used to weigh 136 pounds before the military, so my dress blue was really small back in the day, and now I'm close to 190, 200 pounds. They're a lot bigger. Not fat, by the way, which, nothing wrong if you are fat. So I let him borrow it, and he said he'd bring it back, and I haven't gotten it back, and it is now 1 o'clock in the morning. So, that happened. To give you more news about him, every night around 9 o'clock, you can come home and you can hear him and his wife or girlfriend, whoever they are, fighting. And if you're in a relationship, fights happen. But this dude's are extreme. There was one night I was outside with friends, and we were drinking, having a good time. And all of a sudden, you hear this girl, being his girlfriend slash wife, and she's like, "You made me steal, I hate you." And the dude's like, "I didn't make you steal. You steal because you want to steal, bitch." And that's hilarious to me. I mean, I don't like mistreating women. It's never good. But just the way he said it, it was comical. And so yeah, that's a little bit about them. And now I'm going to go ahead and light this place up, and I will cut. Alright, well, I finished doing the lighting of my fenced off border. The border now has light, and I went extreme on the torches over there to the right, but now I'm going to be working on the second level to my tree farm. This serves two purposes. A, I can get more wood now, fit more. B, it'll be tall, it'll be easy to spot from a far distance, and I have my render distance as far as possible, so I'm really thinking about getting Ray's Minimap mod, so I'll know where I'm at, but trying to keep this as survival as possible, and it has been so far. But I have no clue how tall these trees can grow or how wide they can grow. I just know I'm going to eyeball this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out 2 diagonal, and on the 3rd diagonal I'm going to place a pillar. And it's always good to redo your calculations each time, you know. So I think that's right. 1, 2, and yeah. Let me just go over here and take a second glance, and yes, perfect. Oh, look at that. Parker, right there. Hardcore parkour. And so I'm just gonna eyeball everything, and hopefully it works out. There we go. And you can build like this. It's risky. You take a chance of falling and dying. And I'm probably going. I should probably slow down, but hey, you know, risk and reward. Am I right? No? Okay. But that's all I'm doing. When I end up building this border, and I'm not gonna cut away because, you know, why not? And again, I'm just trying to see, which that wasn't the best spot, but I was trying to take the least amount of damage as possible. And from down here again, so 1, 2, of course. Look at that. Look at that, no damage at all. Expert. And I'll get rid of that green cloud right there. And so this place is really coming together right now. I know I said I wasn't going to hunt for diamonds yet, but it was more a hunt for redstone, but diamonds are a perk. As you can see, I haven't even crafted anything out of diamonds. I'll just save it. And here I go again. And getting pretty good at this. Another thing you can do is it's hard to do, and I don't have it with me, but if you're ever in this circumstances where you're building tall over nothing and you're walking backwards trying to build at a, you know, at an adjacent angle, I don't know if that's the right form of the word, but fuck it. Bring a pail of water with you, and if you time it right, when you hit the ground, if you lay one down and jump at the same time, so right before you hit, place it and keep hitting spacebar, you might live. It might negate a lot of the fall damage. At least I know that's what you're able to do. And I'm trying not to take out any light without. I'm not trying to take out any light at all without replacing it. I know you need a light level of 8 or lower. Wrong, lower than 8 for monsters to spawn. And that's definitely above 8 right there, but better safe than sorry. And the only thing my place has to worry about now is spiders, really, because they can climb over these fences, and also the hill on top of my house, because they can just walk off the edge if they ever see me, which is completely possible. And right now, you know, I've gotten pretty lucky with this. I would always suggest checking, if you're on console, pull out a map, see your height level, versus just glancing, because right now I've just been lucky, and that's what I'm doing. As you can see, XYZ, and that's how you do it on PC. You hit F3, it'll tell you a lot of things, and after this newest update, 1.8.1, if you hit, it'll also tell you your light level, and this tree wasn't here, I would be dead, but here's a good chance for me. No, alright. I'm gonna go make some fences now. Not fences, sorry. Ladders, so that way I have a chance to get up top again. Whatever. Oh, sticks. Oh, I have some. Alright. Yeah. I have enough. No, never mind. I was gonna go search downstairs. I have 2 more chests down there if you weren't paying attention earlier. Whatever. Oh, I'm really running low on food. Could really use some. By the way, also, PC users, if you hold down right click and just drag it over those boxes, it'll place it down up to 1 per spot per one right click held. So if you cover it all with sticks, if I go right click hold again, you get 2 and 3 and so forth. But this will also help because it'll be faster to get down now versus jumping and safer. And I really screwed the pooch on that one. Sorry guys, I'm gonna run back in here, re-grab it, remake some. All you need to, that's not bad. And I have a roommate and he plays Minecraft for an Xbox. And I tried getting him on PC because we have updates, we have horses, we have mods, we have texture packs that don't cost anything. I honestly think the console version is a cash grab, you know. If you disagree, shoot me now. And he really hated it because the crafting on the console, it does it for you. If you have the materials, it'll tell you what you can build and what you can't build. This, you know, it's... They say half of Minecraft is Google. And until you get used to it, that's semi-true because when I first started out, I didn't know any recipes at all except for the crafting table, which I found out on accident anyway because I was like, oh, what do these boxes do? And yeah, you know, that's the fun part about this game though, is that it really doesn't help you out much. Second time, and that's why there's ladders now. But this game will not hold your hand. You start out, it doesn't tell you anything to do. It doesn't... Shit, I don't even think it tells you your name when you start. And, that grab, though. So, I like games like that. Later on, I'm probably going to do a Let's Play of The Witcher. That is a very long game and a very hard game. And, it's good, though. But there's full frontal nudity more than once. And I'm not too keen on editing, as I mentioned on the first video, and I'm not sure how to blur out some tits. So, that is the problems I'm facing right now. Maybe I could just skip the part, but, you know, part of a game like that massive, say if I played Mass Effect, I played Skyrim, I played, you know, The Witcher 2, it's about the story. I mean, Jesus Christ, there's like, I think 3 hours of cutscenes in The Witcher, which I honestly think it's more. I think I'm lowballing it by about 7 hours. And, so yeah, I'm not sure. But, I also have Sniper Elite 3, so if you want to see that, cool. I have Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Far Cry 3, Far Cry 4. I have Assassin's Creed Unity, but the port to PC is really fucking bad. And, yeah, so it glitches a lot. And, you know, people are like, oh, your computer's shitty. I have a very nice computer. I have 2 graphics cards, which aren't the best. They're actually pretty good when they came out. It's made for overclocking, but they I have 4 80s, and they're together, so they're running simultaneously. And yeah, you know, I have a very nice computer, but that game just doesn't run well. And you know, I don't know if I just need a graphics card upgrade, but yeah, I'm not sure. So yeah, it bothers me when I get a game that I can't really run, when I waste my money on this shit. And I get my games from GameStop, and if you didn't know, GameStop will not take back PC games because they didn't know if you use a serial code or not, or registered the game to you, making it pretty much non-reusable to anyone else without the purchase of said serial code, whatever the fuck they're called. But that's what I'm planning, and I almost forgot this, but it just came to me. Also, my neighbor offered my roommate acid, which, you know, again, each to their own. This might sound fucked up, but I honestly think that all drugs should be legal. I've never done a drug, but my whole philosophy in that is if you make every drug legal, and that jump though, that was sketchy but nice. Make every drug legal, actually supply it, how many, oh, this is going to sound fucked up for even saying it, I might get hate for it, but so be it. You would wipe out, maybe not a ton of people, but enough people, you know. Honestly feel like people who are abusing drugs, whether they can help it or not, which everyone can help it, you make the best out of the situation. If you are cohesive enough to understand your situation, you're cohesive enough to get out of your situation. And, you know, it would, I think it would help the people out a little bit more. You wouldn't have to worry about it. You wouldn't have to worry about people trying to steal shit from other people just to afford the high. To me, better society. Disagree if you want. To each their own, like I say. I don't judge your philosophies or opinions. Please don't judge mine. But, so yeah, we have an acid doing, belt stealing, music blaring neighbor. Good guy. But, also, a little bit more. If I was ever gonna do a drug, it would probably be, it's gonna sound fucked up too, bath salts. Because, if you didn't know, which everybody probably knows this by now, there was a guy in, Florida, Miami, Florida, who got high on bath salts and ate someone. Hey, I'm not into cannibalism. I've never tried it, so I can't really say that, but to me it doesn't sound that appealing. But the dude got shot like 10 times and was still going. That made him into like a synthetic immortal, if that makes sense. To him, he was immortal. But, yeah, for those first 9 he was. If I was going to do a drug, why not be immortal? Don't repeat anything I say to, like, your parents or anything. I'm not that good of an influence, I guess. But, I bet you I can make it in the water. It's going to be sketchy, though. Look at that. Look at that. But yeah, second part is done. Well, that's all I'm going. That's all that I'm going to do for today, you know. If you disagree with my philosophies, my apologies. If not, you agree in some way, then, you know, thank you, I guess. But everybody's entitled to their own opinions, and I say don't judge them for it, you know. Gay, straight, black, white, which that's not really an opinion. Everybody's equal. Everybody has thoughts, doubts, opinions, philosophies, rules that they follow themselves, or the lack thereof. But, you know, it's not you to decide, me to decide. I think everybody just deserves to be treated as what they are, and that's humans, you know. As a person, you make mistakes, I make mistakes. Mistakes will be made regardless, whether you want them to or not. And you just gotta jive on from that, you know. Just push forward. Well, I'm really ending it here. And what I'm doing, I'm just looking around because my house will be out here, but I really want to find a village. But, so, I want to end it here. You know, thank you guys for listening or tuning in, and have a good day. Bye.